What is going on, guys? We are back with another episode in our Nighthawks Relocation Fantasy Draft franchise. It's technically not really a Nighthawks episode, as we're going to be in the Pro Bowl, most likely at least. I mean, you guys are probably watching the video and like, hey, yeah, it's the Pro Bowl, all right. Me right now, I don't know, because if the Pro Bowl names that we had aren't actually Pro Bowlers, it glitched out or whatever, there's really no point in playing, right? If there's not at least a few of our starters or a few of our players in, there's really no point, but of course I do expect that to be the case, because once again, we did put up a very impressive season, and we were a little unlucky, honestly, to not make the next round, really. I mean, I don't know how far we would have went, but definitely we're expecting to beat the Seahawks as we were literally able to a week before. And once again, we talked about how we were kind of unlucky in that game and barely won. Well, unluckiness struck again, and let me tell you, it was a bit of a painful one, but headed to the Pro Bowl, a little bit more of a fun time, a little more relaxed time. Get to see some of the league's best go up against each other in a actual high-quality matchup, as Gamble is not only one of the quarterbacks, he is the quarterback. He is the starting quarterback for the NFC side, as we also will have the starting tight end. Surprise Ferguson, or, you know, maybe Ferguson. It's really the only other guy wasn't on there. Offensive line. Brian Burns is obviously there. DT Jordan Davis is there. There's Tariq Woolen and Stearns and Tyson Anderson, surprisingly. We have this, a bunch of starters. Starting kicker. Really snubbed, though, is Nwangwu, which really pisses me off, but it is what it is, as we once again have enough starters to obviously go into this Pro Bowl and participate. Of course, both teams are 95 overalls. We obviously will also be switching in and out of the lineup, different starters, so it's not going to just be the Gamble show, although we really hope he lights it up. And there he is, the big man, Curtis Gamble. I literally almost said Curtis Samuel, and it's just a bunch of different names. It's the Pro Bowl. There's so many different Pro Bowl talent level talent here that you just don't know who's going to show up. So maybe Curtis Samuel is here for all we know. But, of course, Gamble, the man we actually care about with the name Curtis, is going to be the starter for us, obviously. And we're hoping to receive the ball first, as well as, we want our guys to be out there as much as possible, and it would definitely help with the starting first stringers to be out there first, at least the quarterback-wise, and the tight end Woodley. I'm a little surprised Woodley's actually playing in this one. I know it's a couple weeks down the line, but, lost in that game against the Seahawks to an injury that, honestly, if he stayed healthy, probably would have been enough to keep us in the game and win it. Obviously, as soon as he went out, it was Cole Turner, who really just didn't do much to get open, and we really didn't see him as a target anymore. And, I don't really want to talk about that game anymore. It's still fresh, still hurts, but, man, it's hard not to think about it when you see that guy Woodley literally out there right now. And it's like, could he just have toughened up and finished that game? I mean, I'm just saying, Of course, even though it should be Nwangwu, we will be returning this with Mr. Hines, and we will give him a chance. Why wouldn't you? I honestly don't even remember what normally happens in a Pro Bowl. Do they even actually kick return or anything like that? Seems kind of dangerous, right? Whereas Gamble, we know about his season stats. He's not some new face to us. Maybe some of these other teams that are like, who is this? Of course, I will admit, the uniforms and the color scheme for the helmet don't particularly match. Also, I feel like this happened last time, but the Pro Bowl stadium looks so bright. First play is going to be a screen, and Zeke is going to be open for some yardage. Nice stiff arm, and takes it all the way to the 46-yard line. Obviously, we have a couple of decent weapons in our own right on our team, especially out of the backfield, but Zeke kind of is another beast, especially in the pass game. We know that he's given us physical troubles with that, and of course, we literally just throw a force pass right to Woodley. Not the greatest start. Seeing the duo, the sick connection, probably should have just went for the slant, but I will say even the free safety jumped that. I really thought he was going to drag down on number 80, and he kind of last second cut back, and it just was a decent bait, to be honest. Of course, the Pro Bowl. Let's relax. Let's get that out of our minds, as it is still super early. And maybe Gamble tries to take off, and he just Isn't going to find anyone open, maybe trying to look too hard to run rather than just find what's open in general. But yeah, not a great start so far for Campbell in this offense, but Chris Olave maybe going to be open on this play. It's pretty juicer, and he's pretty open. It's a little bit of a wind-up, but it will not get there. What was that? It's a little overthrown, but he's got to go up there and get that. Man, I cannot believe this. I'm getting flashbacks, man. This is pain. As we're just going to chuck it. We will not even barely get it off. Wow, this is an ugly one already. Was hoping to see our boy just dominate, but unfortunately that has not been the case so far. Of course, this offensive line is brutal, dude. Look at how good it is as we're going to miss hardcore. Tyson Anderson, the starting strong safety. Stearns, the starting free safety. Woolen, the starting corner. One of the starting corners. It is a very heavy Nighthawks Pro Bowl, I'll tell you what, as Patrick Queen gets absolutely dominated. Stearns one-on-one misses the tackle. And yeah, super fun running the ball in the Pro Bowl. John Gary, not really a coverage guy, but he's in coverage here. Stearns is going to get absolutely smoked, but so is Joe Mixon, thankfully. These linemen are going ham. I don't know who our linemen are, but I feel like they're not as good as their linemen. I'm just going to be honest. I'm not an expert, but it just seems that way. 2nd and 7, though. Spin move absolutely smoked. Short throw underneath. Going to miss hard with Stearns, and that's going to be an easy first down. Tua as the starting quarterback, which is kind of pain. Woolen pressing up on Devontae. This is a tough matchup. I mean, these are some of the best players in the league, and Woolen really hasn't played against this level of talent, to be honest. Even though he is like our number 1, number 2 at times, vice versa, whatever it may be that week, really hasn't played a whole lot of elite talent like this. Queen's going to be up the middle, and he's going to get... Oh! Woolen, okay, I'll take that. That is a good play. Going to have a chance up there with that play action. Woolen looking to light that up. Of course, Smith, I honestly don't even know who that is. I don't know. I can't think of... And, of course, that is going to be a wide-open tight end and another missed tackle for Tyson Anderson to the 12. Got a lot of pass rushers playing coverage, which is not preferable, but I suppose that's kind of how it works. Burns missing tackles, and, man, they are smoking us. Joe Mixon actually thinks he's playing in the Pro Bowl, like the Super Bowl right now. Forget the Pro Bowl. A lot of clock wasted as well. I mean, they're already going to go up by a lot. We won this Pro Bowl last year. Allen getting a sack, of course. Brian Burns stealing half of it, but not a bad play. But yeah, last year, doubled their score. Not looking like that's going to happen this week, I'm going to be honest. The 3rd and 15, let's see what it is. Could be a screen. It is a screen, and Queen is going to be out there, kind of giving him a little bit of a lane just in case it wasn't, and that's okay. We kind of recovered a little bit and forced a field goal. Back to the ground game, of course. They're bringing everyone to the wrong side, so if we can get the initial blocks, which were not even close, we could actually make a play. Losing 3 yards there. NFC East not looking super great here. I will also say, look at the difference in superstars. We have 1 superstar lineman. Nice. And we're in some trouble. We're not even going to get that throw off. Oh, my God. Why did Gamble show up? If I was him, I would have looked at the starting lineman versus their starting D lineman. I'd be like, yeah, the best selected. I'm not coming to this damn thing. What a disaster this has been so far. And that is a tough throw, and he hits it to Shepard. I mean, even the receiving options aren't as good as theirs. Yeah, I believe we're going to have time for this throw. Of course, if we do get it, Jefferson's probably going to be primed for a huge amount of yards, but we'll see, I guess. Yeah, we actually got some time, and we will take that. That's a pretty good throw. Jefferson getting to the 33-yard line. I believe last year he may have been the MVP of the Pro Bowl. Kind of setting up again for this year as it's really not a whole lot more talent. I actually think the streak's going to be wide open for him as well. And not wrong. Overthrown by Gamble. Oh my God, they're not inviting us ever again. They're not going to invite a single Nighthawk back after this game. There is no chance, dude. We're out of here. They are not inviting us back. Jefferson wide open. That ball's kind of on the money, gaining 11. Of course, what kind of Pro Bowl would it be with a fast quarterback if you're not going to do the read option? Let's see what they actually read on the play. And they do not read the quarterback keeping it. And Gamble fighting hard, gets to the 7, had 0 blocks out in space. But luckily the offensive line did their damn job, and here we are sitting at the 7. Well, actually, I don't really like it. I think they're not ready for the run. It's pretty easy to see, but we'll see how it plays out as Zeke's going to find the lane. And that is a nice bounce-back drive for the NFC. Early start, a loss of 3 on first down. Once again, only down by 3 points here after a pretty horrendous start, and there goes Burns getting taken down again. Tyson Anderson, pretty good open field tackle actually on Mixon, but still a pretty big gainer. 3rd and 5 now. Kind of want to blitz Gary because he's really not that good in coverage anyways. I think that's exactly what we're going to do. Queen stepping up, going to back off. Got to cover the running back. And that's a great job by Patrick Queen. The pressure gets there, forcing the underneath throw. Our ball again. I really want Gamble to leave this Pro Bowl with a freaking touchdown passing, but I do not know if he's going to. And we should have went with that comeback route. And that is, I mean, we should have probably not thrown it to Shepard anyways, but how is Shepard not seeing his receivers or his quarterbacks in trouble? Like, come back to the ball, please. Thank you. I'll take it. And there goes Woodley. The dynamic duo getting 15 yards together for the play action. Kind of looking for Jefferson. And there's nobody blocking. I get it. To play action, the running back kind of has to sell that he's actually running, but could somebody block that up a little bit better, though? Some no blitzing rule in the Pro Bowl. Love that. 2nd and 17. Let's see what we got. Probably had Woodley, but let's just take the underneath. Shepard slipping off. Actually doing a pretty good job there to gain 8. Most of the yards that we lost on the sack. Back to Jefferson, potentially. Woodley kind of baiting it in. Let's roll out, get some time to throw. And can't get out there. I don't understand where Max Crosby and these other edge rushers are getting this speed from. They're just not as fast as Gamble. It's simple fact. But Brett Kern, let's take a look at his abilities, as that looks like a pretty good punt. Oh, wow. My man's must be on the verge of retiring because he did not kick that well at all. Burns is still in. Woolen in. Smith going against the tight end. Pitch to the outside. Patrick Queen doing a really good job so far. Only allowing 2 yards. They want to come out with the blitz. Will come out with the blitz. Woolen, that speed. Let's see what he's got. And wow, what a catch by Keenan Allen. Lattimore trailing slightly, but kind of recovered enough in time. Would have thought it was enough to stop them from catching, but I guess not. 1st and 10. Burns not going to get there, but a great job on the interior by who else? Jonathan Allen, who's also now in the zone, of course, which is amazing to see. And we did a nice job, but of course, the right tackle kind of letting that happen because he's like, yeah, you can get past me anytime you want because the play is kind of coming in behind you there. But, you know, regardless, still kind of a win. 3rd and 9. Come on, Burns. Get a Pro Bowl sack. Can't get it out there. And Poole's going to get beat on the comeback route by T. Higgins. Got to assume after this drive that Gamble and company are going to be out of the game, which really is going to suck. No touchdowns for him, but what can you do? As we completely lock up the run game. There's really not a whole lot going for them on the ground after we kind of decided no more running. We could probably run the ball pretty well, but, I mean, what kind of fun is that? You know, it's the damn Pro Bowl. Win the game with some dignity, why don't you? Queen missing it. Chubb missing in the open field. I get it, kind of, but he's a big fella. He shouldn't be missing, simply put. Come on, where's Jordan Davis when you need him as well, by the way? There you go, Queen. Come on, guys. Jonathan Allen's really the only defender that I feel is doing anything. Too many Nighthawks in the Pro Bowl. What can I tell you? It's too many of them. Can't win the game when there's too many Nighthawks. As once again, we missed the tackle. Stearns, though, with a nice pop to the knees. Bringing the blitz. We do not care. Stearns in pretty good play. Lattimore missing the kind of curl route. It's like a deep curl. I don't even know what it was. It's kind of like a fade. I don't even know what that. I should have looked, but it's a weird play. Regardless, not technically a Nighthawks fault. Doesn't matter, though, because it's still a score. And there goes Poole. Never mind, it's not a score. And that was a pretty dumb return, but I thought maybe Jonathan Allen would have made a bit better of a block than that. But good job on the blitz. Leading, of course, to the interception, taking away points at our own 2-yard line, though, with a pretty bad decision to return it. Zeke finding some room, though, gaining about 6. I suppose you probably should get rewarded for being the quote-unquote number 1, so we'll keep all these guys in until the end of this quarter. Woodley gonna catch it, too. Nice play for 20 that will lead to the 2-minute warning. Come on, Gamble, get us a touchdown. Make the Nighthawks feel proud. We maybe had Zeke, but we're going to take that to Olave instead. Stayed in bounds, but it doesn't really matter. Or did we? Apparently we went out of bounds. Oh, I guess not. That's nice information to know after the clock's burning. Oh, that is nice route running by Jefferson. Kind of got lucky, though, by some intersecting routes. Serve to the line real quick. Go with this play. Let's try to get that back over, and that's a beautiful play by Olave. Not Olave, Shepard, actually. Really good job by Gamble, though. Maybe we had that quick look to the top left, but I wanted to play it safe. I really like, even if we don't actually get the physical throwing touchdown by Gamble, it would be nice to at least lead to another scoring drive anyways. And there goes Jefferson. I mean, the guy is just, he is who he is, all right? What do you expect? They want us to run the ball. I'm going to go with the double slant. And Gamble is going to go for it all and fumbles, but out of bounds. Was going to maybe wait till the last second, but that corner decided, you know what? I'm not going to go for him. I'm just going to, I'm going to cover the receiver, which isn't a bad call, ironically enough, but still, now we have the read option. It's going to be sad, but it's going to have to be a handoff because they're just giving it. They're just giving the touchdown. You got to. That hurts, but regardless, another touchdown drive nonetheless. Was that the Dak Prescott? Kind of taunting his former teammate there. Of course, second half with Tucker kicking this thing off. See what they do with it, if anything. I don't know if there's any other Nighthawks out there. It's pretty easy to see our helmets from like a mile away, so I don't think there was. All right, some new faces. Of course, Woolen's still in, but he's playing a little bit more interiorly on this play at least. And then Jordan Davis working the club move, chasing him down, first play in the game, and he gets the sack. Oh my, this guy's on going up against Zach Martin, of all players as well, and just easily blows by him and chases down the QB. I love it. Johnson's coming in on the blitz. Yeah, I'm sure he'll get there in time. He's not slow or anything, right? And that's going to be a pick six by Lattimore, and I don't want to just toot our own horn, but I'm going to be honest with you, I think that was Jordan Davis again. He was all up in there. You simply cannot tell me him making that play. He was kind of chill right here, and then as soon as he pushed off and made it to Lindsley, he got nuts, and then Lattimore jumped it. It was a huge play to start out the next drive after the mistake. Bunch of new names in, obviously. Williams making a play, and I don't know what that is. Got to be a hold because we didn't come after the quarterback late or anything. And it will be. Who is it? David Bakhtiari got accepted. I was hoping it was Zach Martin, dude. I want Jordan Davis's legacy as the game wrecker to really shine here in the Pro Bowl. And he can't get over there, but he was working against the double. Can somebody stop Joe Mixon, please, if they don't mind, like, if they're not too busy? Like, if you're not too busy, just, like, make the play. Of course, Woolen going up against Devontae all game so far has been a bit of a disaster. Jordan Davis can't really make a play, but we see Cameron Jordan can. And it'll be a third and manageable 4 yards to Rigo. I don't know what that means, but sure. Sounds like an Italian dish. Coming with the blitz. Smith's got the free rush. Can't get there, and we're missing tackles. Okay, dude. Okay, touchdown. Touchdown AFC, I guess. Joe Mixon's the greatest ever. Looking back at this, of course, you want to get those big pops, which we actually missed. I know we didn't miss Tua, in fairness. You want to get those big pops. Edmonds misses, which is laughable. Lattimore, he is kind of smaller, misses. And this one he's completely missed. Timed it. We're going to come with the blitz again. I mean, they don't seem to have an answer for the blitz. We just got to actually get there. And picked off kind of by Johnson. It worked. 2 with 2 interceptions, but only a 5-point deficit. Woolen close to the return man. Kind of maybe get tricky with it. That actually kind of helped. We gained like 2 yards, but obviously the end goal was way less than we should have had in the first place regardless. Obviously, a new quarterback is in, and it is going to be Mr. Dak Prescott. A bunch of other names in as well, and maybe a few of the same names when it comes to... oh, wow, that is a really bad throw. But when it comes to the wide receivers, just a different, spot for them. Dallas has a bunch of representatives from their team in this game. 2nd and 7 with a play action. That's a big play lined up, and Olave comes down with it. Caught down to the 48 by Jones. Speaking of Olave, kind of running him into the ground. Oh, it's not. It's actually Andrews, which I guess why not? Not a bad block. Switch hands, get the stiff arm. Doesn't really, but gets a gain of 6, which is pretty good for a tight end. 5 wide, we've caused some problems against them with this. Let's see how they're going to react to it this time, though. Olave did look pretty open, but it's a little safer underneath to A.J. Brown, who's a superstar himself. Got to give it to Dak so far, of course. A little bit of a different lineup, a little more talent on the field technically right now. So can't really say much more about that. And Andrew's going to catch it. Should have got up sooner. They were getting 9. They kind of probably said that he just gave himself up. Technically, I can't really argue against that. 2nd and 1. Quick throw to Andrews is viable. And we were about to, but they really didn't give us a chance. But Javonte will get the first. Game's kind of zooming by right now, which, it's kind of the most fun time of the year, so it's kind of sad, to be honest. But, what can we do? Here we are. AJ could get the jump ball. Instead, it's going to go to Andrews, who holds on with the one-hander. The Dallas connection will lead to a touchdown. Dak was literally perfect. Mark Andrews really is another beast. Be nice to see him in a different uniform, perhaps, but what an absolute godly catch. That's just kind of indefensible. 2nd and inches after a gain of about 9.5. I would love to gain 9.5. I'd be at 11. Spin move attempt. Jordan Davis, no matter where he plays, will have that double team kind of looked up. To be fair, Maddox actually kind of has that double team for him now when they actually play on their original teams. See it, 1st and 10. Still anyone's game as AFC's only 2 touchdowns behind. Queen going to back up, pick up this play, and there is no one open, but also no pressure. But he's still going to get sacked and fumble all the way back to the 29. That is horrendous. How are you getting that much time to throw and not either A, finding someone, or B, just throwing the thing away? I don't know what to tell you. As Jordan Davis, that's a really good handoff, actually. Nice chop to the knees as before. Nobody could tackle him. Really good job that time, though. We're going to bring the blitzes once again. You just can't give him too much time. Don't honestly know how they didn't make a better play of it. Of course, Woolen in coverage. They gain a little bit, but not a whole lot. Devontae's been kind of held in check, specifically against Woolen. I think Lattimore was the guy that kind of got beat the most by him. But 12-point deficit, if we score another touchdown, it's going to be a repeat of the Pro Bowl pretty much. Good punt. And off to Javonte. This will be the last drive for Dak Prescott as the starting quarterback. Lamar Jackson, once again, back in the Pro Bowl, is going to be that guy for the 4th, the closer, if you will, and a penalty. Our only superstar lineman held. That's freaking fantastic. Not that it was a huge run anyways, but still, it would have been nice to kind of keep that. Dak Prescott, of course, getting a ton of room to run. Gonna run for about 25, 30 yards. Oh my. He's not even celebrating. He's freaking on a knee because he's about to pass out. Absolutely insane. Good job by the line, giving him a chance to make that play as well. And Dak just seeing it, getting out there and making a play in general. We kind of like it. And that's where we wanted it. Good play, A.J. Brown to the 29. Dak not missing a throw. Of course, I do have to be honest and say the line has played better, the receivers have played better, and overall they just seem to like Dak more, which, I don't know how to think about that. And Olave, we probably... but speaking of the devil, misses a throw that may have been a touchdown. I will say, I think Justin Jefferson may have been open for the underneath, but, so was the other guy as well, and we're going to throw that away. Probably had someone in the middle, but kind of looked at that left side and just predetermined it way too hard. Go for that deep post with Jefferson. And we're not going to have enough time to throw it. Maybe had B underneath, but thought we were going to hit one of those shots to the end zone. Instead, it's going to be Justin Tucker kicking a long field goal, which will technically keep him in it, but also put him in a really bad spot nonetheless. Tucker kicking it perfectly, and the Nighthawks have once again made their mark. To start off, I don't know who got it, but somebody came down with a nice case of the sack, which is something else in prison. Almost picked off in coverage by Roquan, with Cameron Jordan making a very nice play there to get in the face of Tua. 3rd and 19 from the 16-yard line. Spin move's not going to work. Zach Martin kind of had his number ever since that first sack. And Cameron Jordan absolutely dominating, forcing a very long 4th down. Lamar Jackson going to have a pretty easy time of it on this drive, believe it or not. Still really disappointed that Ferguson didn't make it. That's really, really sucky. But Schwartz, chance to return it this time, actually gets a chance, but nowhere really to go. Oh yeah, bring Lamar Jackson to the Pro Bowl. Make him run around. That's not freaking wrong. Of course, Lamar not really going to have a chance to hand that off or pitch that. Pretty good job by them to just outrun him and go. Really heavily debated going back across the field, and I was like, yeah, let's not do that. Mark Andrews streaking down the field. And we're out of here, but we're not going to leave just yet. Stay there. Come back to the ball. And no, it is going to be intercepted by number 23, as Olave said, screw you, I'm not moving. Of course, that will kind of reopen the game a bit, but it is the Pro Bowl, so. Oh, nice spin move, but not enough time to work it. Chubb knocks him out. Work that Chubb. Jordan Davis trying his best to put another sack up if he can. Be really nice. Spin move that time didn't work. And underneath, Woolen gets beat. Stiff arm, but does enough to get him out of bounds. Woolen has been all over the field getting burned, but maybe not as burned as Lattimore, even though he has a pick 6 this game. And there goes Jordan, who still doesn't get there quick enough as the ball is out there. Really, yeah, nice. Number 1 and 2, huh? All right. That makes sense. Come on, Woolen, get a pick. Get a pick 6 for old time's sake. Why not? Trying to work through the double team. Can't. And Roquan misses hard. Johnson can't run for crap, but absolutely crushes Joe Mixon on that. Still a chance. If they get the touchdown and make a stop, it's anyone's game. Just saying. Let's go Jordan again, who's kind of dominating the right tackle spot. Does it again. And forcing an early throw. Almost picked off by the ball hawk, Xavier Howard. Not quite, though, and it's going to be 2nd and 10. Let's go Rashawn Gary on the other side going against David Bakhtiari. Let's see. Let's utilize that speed. It doesn't actually slip underneath. Poole kind of falling down. Woolen with the tackle to the 38-yard line. AFC moving again. Bringing everyone up as it looks kind of obvious that it's a run, but not going to fully commit. Oh, nice cutback, but gonna be short. They have to get this or otherwise it's virtually over. Got a lot of people kind of pressing up on the line, and they're actually gonna run it. And Mixon, who has been nearly impossible to stop today, gets stopped. Of course, Lamar Jackson, that interception, kind of harsh, we'll be honest, but still counts nonetheless, unfortunately. Should be not man coverage, and it's not. This is a pretty, well, maybe it is, I don't know. Lamar, nice slip under, gets about 6, maybe 7. A bit of punishment, though. Don't want to just, like, run the game out, because who the hell came here to see that? But also want to see the running backs get more involved, and just like that, it's their ball again. Nice. That is absurd, dude. Yeah, Dak came in and kind of dominated, where everyone else has kind of struggled a little bit. Oh, wow, there's nobody on Devontae. Of course, 1-on-1 we miss. Missed again with Chubb, tackled by Johnson, who's been pretty solid at tackling, but once again, so slow. Can't keep up with the damn soul. 2nd and 10. Cover 2 look. Kind of hoping Davis gets in there. Doesn't. Queen 1-on-1. Forces the fumble. Devontae just died. Picked up by Roquan, and the ball is now back in our possession. Had an okay look at this earlier with Gamble, and they're going to read it this time, though, as Lamar's kind of a bit more dangerous to Gamble. Not by much, though. I'd say if you actually look at the numbers on the season outside of fumbles, Gamble probably did outperform him quite a bit. Might be a rollout to the right as they're kind of bringing some heat. And why not yeet the damn thing? And that's probably why, because it's never going to have a chance. I'm sorry, Lamar, we're making it look bad, but like at the same time, that's what the fans want to see is a nice yeeting on a jump ball, you know? No one's going to blame Lamar. At least they won't say that Gamble was the worst quarterback, but still, no one's going to blame Lamar. And with the press, Jordan Davis came in there with some force, but of course, being locked up by doubles. Rashawn Gary misses. Can we get off the blocks? I mean, honestly, for Woolen to cover Devontae that long on the underneath man-to-man coverage, that is actually kind of nuts. Give him a damn award. Woolen has kind of killed it this Pro Bowl. Can't get out of there. Jordan Davis can't quite get there in time. We missed the tackle. Woolen now misses as well. Oh, my God. Wow, that was really great tackling. Of course, it's kind of what you see in the Pro Bowl regardless, but whoa, sweet. Come on, Poole, just block it, make him feel bad. Now, that would be probably a boo situation no matter who you wanted to win. You'd be like, boo, you ruined a great game. Besides all the missed tackles and lack of effort. But they're going to try to play defense. With our offense in the fourth quarter and the second half, realistically, you can kind of see why. Maybe not the second half, but yeah, the fourth quarter specifically, not great. We're going to go for the mad play-action play. Who would expect us to go for it, even though we've pretty much done that. Wow, there is nobody on Olave. Nice cut inside, slips him to the 46 to get to the 2-minute warning inside. And wow, really good job blocking on the right guard. I mean, I can see why their game looks way better on offense than ours because it's just not even comparable at this rate. It's crazy, dude. Read option to left. That is kind of busted from the start, but we're still going to go for it. Lamar actually getting some blocks. Lamar one to beat. Fumbles the ball. Once again, I know you got to protect the ball, whatever, but every time that juke move gives us the first down and we can't hold on. Overtime in the Pro Bowl, question mark. No way. It'd be the worst thing for the league and ever. Of course, going to get coverage sacked is once again nobody open. Also really not a whole lot of pressure. Jordan Davis getting double teamed. Jordan Davis not getting double teamed this time. It is going to be a hole, and he's going to throw it away, which could be a double whammy, actually. Making it look like we're bringing the heat, but of course we are not going to be. We're going to be dropping off. Oh, my. They're like, yeah, do what you want, bro. We're not going to care. I'm going to go underneath here. That left side's kind of looking open. Lattimore, one-on-one against a running back. Knocks it out. A lot closer than we would have liked to admit, but good work nonetheless. 4th and 23. Can we stop them? He's going to get hit as he's throwing. But Devontae had a chance, of course. That will pretty much end it. Going to go with the shovel option just to get cute with it. Oh, it was way too early. What is actually wrong with this team, though? Like, what is physically wrong with this team? He literally just handed the ball off. Like, it wasn't Lamar's fault. Javonte literally didn't care. Look. What? Excuse me, sir. What are you doing? Deny the 2-point, and we're just going to kneel it out. Like, this is getting too wild. He's got nowhere to go. He's got nowhere to go. Makes the tackle. Johnson's been slow as hell, but guess what? He is a solid tackler. Obviously, the onside kick is coming. Jefferson will grab this thing with no worries, and we'll be able to run it for a touchdown. Oh, my God. Leave it to a Bears player to freaking choke that one. Jefferson clutching up, though, and, yeah, we're done. We're not messing around anymore. I never knew, players in Pro Bowl teams purposely lost for gambling purposes, but today I know. Wouldn't even surprise me if the center just flips the ball forward or something, because I don't know what the hell just happened in that quarter, but that was something nonetheless. That was something, all right. I honestly can't even explain it. I wasn't trying to make the game more interesting and purposely fumble or anything like that. It just happened naturally. Like, that's crazy, the things that happened. And how far of a kick is this? Like, I would give Tucker a 66-yarder if the wind is on our side. I don't think it is, but we're going to try it anyways. It's Justin freaking Tucker, bruh. It's going to probably ruin his perfect kicking of the Pro Bowl, but nonetheless, that looks about as good as you can get, right? I mean, if that's going to go, it's going to go. If it has no chance, it wouldn't have mattered, but we'll see here. Watch him block the damn thing. Kick is up, and short by I have no idea how much, but not a whole lot. What an attempt, of course. A much closer Pro Bowl this year. Gamble was, don't want to talk about it. Of course, it could have been worse. Could have been Lamar Jackson, who had like 45 fumbles, a couple of picks and whatnot. Obviously, Woodley had a couple of catches, nothing crazy. I don't think we had a single touchdown for a Nighthawk, unfortunately, but at least Jordan Davis got a sack, I suppose. Brian Burns got a half a sack. Woolen, deflected a pass or two. It wasn't the strongest Nighthawks showing, I will admit, but still a fun one, regardless of the personal statistics. We ended up pulling out the victory as well, which is great. We'll have to take a look at any XP we may have gained, and also if we had any dev-ups. Looking at the quarterback numbers, obviously we gave it to everyone. Gamble was pretty bad. Dak was literally basically perfect. Lamar Jackson was pretty bad, but once again, he was kind of the fun, throw-it-up type guy. Running game, we don't want to talk about. Receiving, I mean, at this point, I'm not even sure who MVP of the game was. Like, Dak, maybe? Technically Dak? I mean, we got a couple of... Brian Burns came out with 1.5, actually, which is nice. Picks, maybe Lattimore, but he got beat a lot as well. I don't know who the damn freaking MVP is. I also want to see if they will let me see the missed field goal. They do. Nice. This is close. I would love to see it. Maybe it wasn't actually as close as I thought. Oh, it's close. It's probably a yard off? Maybe like a yard off, which is, I mean, kicked it damn near perfectly. Only upgrade that was of a starter was Keenan Woodley, who we're probably going to have to force to Superstar Dev if that's something we're going to do. And, yeah, it looks pretty damn good. But let's go to the Super Bowl. I don't actually want to see the results of the Super Bowl. I just want to see the actual dev-ups and then kind of just call it there. But let's take a look. Gamble has to be star, right? Like, he literally has to be. He is. Ferguson is also star. I imagine. Yeah, he didn't get a dev-up from, the regular season. Woodley, of course. I don't think anyone's going to argue that he should go up to Superstar or not, or against that, I guess. Obviously, there was people saying after, some crazy comeback earlier in the season that maybe Gamble should have been a star already, and that would have put him to Superstar, but I'm not really into that argument. Defensively, we have a dev up for 2 players. The cornerbacks, Booker, who gets flat zone KO, and then Woolen, who just got done playing in the Pro Bowl, of course, gets strip specialist. And I don't think the linebackers, I'm pretty sure the linebackers already had star, right? I'm pretty sure. Carmichael, no dev up. Anderson, no dev up. Maddox, no dev up. Burns was already an X factor. Of course, no other dev ups for those guys, but still not bad. The quarterback, the wide receiver, technically Woodley, the tight end, and both cornerbacks, which are very clutch upgrades. Getting dev ups from star to superstar for both starting cornerbacks in one season is quite busted, to be fair. And of course, we'll have to come back with the next episode another time, which will be the draft, the offseason, all that good stuff. Maybe even the preseason. I don't know how we'll do that, if we will at all. But hopefully you guys enjoyed nonetheless. Let me know what you guys thought of the Pro Bowl. I feel like, we came out with some crazy plays. We kind of came out with some, chuck it up, take some shots plays. But I will admit, it's hard to tell because Lamar was so rough to throw with, it seemed, as well in general. But Gamble really did seem way worse than Dak. Once again, the lineups changed and all that, but he just seemed so bad comparatively. But I guess he was consistently average, which is all you could really ask for, which was, once again, good enough to get us to the playoffs, good enough to get the dev up. Maybe gets a QB breakout early on and becomes a superstar. Who knows? But Once again, hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, maybe leave a like, maybe subscribe if you're new. Follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr. Second channel, PKR Plays for non-Madden stuff. And that's pretty much it. Hopefully check out the next episode of this, which will be maybe on Saturday, the draft, offseason, all this stuff. Like I said, tomorrow, assuming this is uploaded when I think it is, will be a rebuild. And that's about it. If you guys enjoyed, hope you guys come back for next video. But until next video, see ya!